All right, guys, well, welcome back to Peaks Peak Hobby Homestead. I'm Lucas, and today we are about to pour the second half of our concrete here. Got everything all set up, confirmed with the truck this morning. He should be rolling in about 10 minutes. We'll be ready. We'll have trouble keeping up with it. Let's go. Good luck. Man, what's that? Alright guys, we got her all laid down, got the sidewalk laid out, so now we wait. We got to give it a little bit of time before we can start bull floating, so we kind of want to just clean up a little bit and we'll get it when it's time.
Where is it right? You might have to shake it back and forth a fair amount. Where it's more right?
Yeah.
I'll get set up here.
I'll do it and you tell me what to do.
Yeah, this one right here, you got decent amount of tubes, like where it's kind of gravelly. You bring it up.
You'll wait a second out on there. right, so we've got a little bit of an issue back here in the corner because the guy on the screed board had it upside down and the top of it was arched. So we kind of made a low spot, which is not what you're trying to do when you use a screed board. But we'll make the best of it. That's all part of what happens when you don't know what you're doing. Just about got our first round of mag troweling down and we got her smoothed out pretty good. We didn't do as good with this side getting the concrete laid down. We had him keep it a little drier. Last time we poured it really wet and it kind of almost leveled itself, but we didn't do it that way on this side, and that made it a lot harder work for us. And where we're not very good with a screed board and all that stuff, we kind of, you know, didn't have it just perfectly leveled out. So it was a lot of work this first round of troweling to try and fill in holes and get everything set where it goes. But it's still gonna come out pretty good. I can tell already it's gonna be just fine. All right, so it's like 39 degrees today, so this has been setting up really slowly. In fact, we had to turn on some heat in here to kind of get it jump started because we sat for 2 hours waiting on it and it was still just wet. But my GoPro battery died, so you missed a lot of the steel troweling that we've done already. He's kind of finishing up the last run of the first steel troweling, but we're gonna go over it again. One of the trowels that we're using is a little bit shorter and stiffer, and it left a lot of ridges, so I want to get rid of those. So I'm gonna start back here at the start, work my way back across, try to polish it up as much as we can by hand, but man, we're getting close. It's pretty exciting to see that, you know, how the garages come together. Man, just a dream garage for us, so we're super excited about it. So we'll go ahead and get this job finished up. Guys, I am completely exhausted, but we've got a garage floor. It's about, right at 6 o'clock again. So both days, we started at 9 a.m. when the truck pulled in, and I packed it in and headed in the house at 6 p.m. So it's been a big job, and I can tell you, I am very glad I didn't try to pour this whole building all at once. Even though I had quite a few helpers, there's no way we could have gotten it all done. It just would have killed us. So this worked out really well for us, splitting it into two. And once this is cured overnight, tomorrow when I get off work, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the remaining seams in it, and then I'll show you the finished product before we epoxy it and all that. But I'll show you how it turned out. I am thrilled with how well it turned out. For a first time, I think it's good. It's not perfect, but it's good. There's a few little low spots, and we did some things that didn't turn out exactly right, but it's all plenty good enough for what we're using it for. So saved a whole lot of money. The process was hard, but it was rewarding and enjoyable. It's one of those things that a lot of people don't do on their own for a big garage floor like this. I definitely want to say a huge thank you to all the people that volunteered to come and help me. You know, this is not something that a do-it-yourselfer by himself could do. I watched one guy pour a big garage floor like this by himself. He was a professional, really knew what he was doing, and that was impressive. But you would really have to know your stuff and be in very good shape, which I'm neither. But Eugene from down the road loaned me all kinds of tools, and then he was here both days directing us on getting the concrete laid down. He did my edges across the front for me, and you know, just kind of made sure that we were on the right track the whole time. Huge help. Randy from up the hill, he brought us down some tools and a wheelbarrow, and he helped us lay it down the first day. Getting shoes on his horses today, so he was tied up, but he volunteered and was a big help. Cameron, of course, you know, he's a hard worker and he does a good job, and he brought some of his buddies. Chandler and Quentin helped us out on this, and they did a great job. And then also where we go to church, a good friend of mine, David, and also Caleb drove a long ways to come down here and help us out. So a lot of people involved in making sure that this went down, and I had enough help. So it is super nice to have people you can count on. So I really appreciate them. I think that's just about going to do it for this video. I don't know. It may be about a month before we can move to the next step, which will be getting our epoxy coat down. And then once that cures, we'll be going up with the lift. That's going to be exciting too. So lots of fun stuff, but it's going to take us a little bit of time to get those things accomplished. So I hope y'all will come back and watch those videos and see the progress on that. In the meantime, we've got some cool projects to do up at the pond as far as cleanup and kind of getting our site prepped so that we'll be ready to do some projects up there once the weather gets good. So appreciate y'all watching. Thank you for stopping by. Y'all have a good day.